Hey guys, welcome back to Linda's Resin Room. So what I thought we would do today is, I bought this mold a long time ago. I've probably had it for over a year. And just haven't made it. But what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to use the UV resin from Craftor, the Pearlescent. Love it. And do my green leaves. So I'm going to use both colors and just kind of separate them here and there. And then I'm going to mix up some brown resin to pour in it. And maybe some blue around the edge. I don't know. I might just do brown for everything around the rest of it. But we'll see. But we're going to use epoxy for the rest of it. And then we'll do the birds. The little inside pieces we'll do with the pearlescent UV resin. And then we'll fill them with epoxy from Craftor. And I do have a 20% off discount code if you use Craftor products from their website. All right, let's see here. I've got my colors. I'm going to move those out of the way. I've got my light. And I need my little pokey tool here because we're going to see if we can get these leaves filled up. I probably should have turned these upside down, shouldn't I? Let them kind of drain to the bottom. It'd probably work a little better. Come on. If I can squeeze it out. Let's see. It's kind of hard to tell what's leaf and what's not. I think this is. I know all these across the bottom are. No ifs, ands, or buts around that. Just trying to get a little bit in each one because it's going to get covered over by whatever resin we fill in behind it. Just squeezing a little bit. Okay. I think on the edges are two leaves. So we're going to treat it as such. I'm just hoping the green will stay inside where the leaves are. And I'm hoping I don't miss any. I can cure some and then come back and look at it, right? I'm trying. That looks like a leaf to me. Okay, let's spread these out. Like I said, I just want to get it scattered where I think the leaf would be. Okay. UV resin, hopefully it'll stay where I put it. I hope. It usually does. Just get it spread here. There we go. Now this we're going to get, looks like double leaves to me. So I'm going to try it this way. I hope Anyways, that's what that is. See, maybe I can pick it up and kind of look underneath. And see if that's what it is. Here we go. Pull this one out a little bit here. I think that's a double leaf too. Oh, I went to pull the lid off and there's no lid. Looks like a double leaf, so it's going to be treated as such. Okay, that one looks good. This one needs just a little drop in there because it's kind of got a little hole. Same with this one. Kind of pulled away a little there. I think those will be okay. Let me turn it around where I can get. I'm going to put a little more in that one as well. Just because these bottom ones are kind of large. What worries me is that I make it too thick and then I can't cure it all the way through. I've had pieces I've made too thick and can't cure completely. And then you end up, it busts open later. So you don't want to do that. We're going to try to get all this color. And then we'll see about getting the other color in here. That looks like a leaf. Okay. I feel like I've got one or something missing here. Like there should... Oh, that needs some more for sure. Let's get one here. Then we're going to go to the lighter color. Okay. And up here. If I can squeeze the bottle. Kind of squeezed it a little too much, didn't I? Okay. I still feel like I need right here. That looks like a leaf. Maybe that's what I'm missing. Okay. Then we're going to do one right here. Okay. That's all we're going to do of the dark green. Now let's get this in the light. And I gotta be very careful. Alright, we're going to give that 2 minutes, then we'll come back and do the light green. See you in a moment. Alright, what time that's curing, let's go ahead and start on these little suckers. So, here's a dark purple. Now this, see, I should store every one of these upside down some way. We're just going to do every one of them the same color, and then I'm going to use like a purple, maybe a light purple, to put behind these. And then each color will do the same. So we'll do purple, red, blue. Alright. Come on, dude. I want to try to get this one right down in that. Spread that out. That one's got so much in it, I feel like I can get some of it out to fill up some of these others. Because otherwise it's not going to cure. It's too deep, I feel like. I mean, it might cure, but why risk it, right? Here we go. Now, that there. Spread it out. I'm going to click that for 2 more minutes. Oh, I don't have the bottom on. There. Now the bottom's on. Okay. And then up here, just a little bit more. I don't know if I can get around the eye. We may just paint the eye after it's done. Okay. There's dark purple. Where's the dark blue? There's regular blue, dark purple, pink. That's pink, black. Here's dark blue. Oh, they've got different designs. Come on. Okay. Get this to go right down in there. Should be enough to do 2 of them. That one. Yeah. Plenty to do both of those. Let's put us a little drop down in that one. So he's good size, so we can just drop the color in. Same way with this next one. I think we can do the same. Drop some color in and then take it from there and fill up some of these others. So they're kind of small. Those are really small. This one's not so bad. Okay. Little in the back. See if we can get that down in there. Sometimes it's trying to get the resin down in the little place that is difficult. Like that one right there. Gosh, I don't know if I can get it down in there or if it'll just kind of stay on the top. But either way, it's on there. And that one needs just a smidgen more. He's not full. Okay. Got the blue. Now, what we'll do is we'll trade out. We'll get this. And we will do the green, and then we'll put these on here since those 2 are done, and let those work on curing. I'm going to put it on 3. Now, see if we can turn it over and we can see where leaves are. Okay. That's the dark green. Now we're going to do light green. Now I've had this upside down, right? Y'all seen it? Oh. Guess what? I just put the same color. I guess green is green. Yep. Okay. let's just spread that out there since I've already done it. Now let's get the light green and see if we can get the rest of the leaves. I'm just going to squeeze some in each one of these. We'll do the same thing and try to get them to spread out. I hope this looks okay. Looks like leaves to me. All right. We're going to try to get this side, and then we're going to work on the other side. So that one spread good on its own. That one spread good on its own. So did that one. Those have pretty much. That has. Okay. This one needs a little help here. That one looks pretty good. This one needs a little help down in there. Looks pretty good. Take that one up to the top there a little bit. That looks pretty good. Spread this one up here. Those, I think I did pretty good on those. Let's turn around and get the other side. Hopefully I don't miss any. I think that was a stem. But, oh well. That looks like a leaf. That does up in there. I'm trying to guess. I really think all these on the end are leaves. They look like it. Okay. Get this spread up in there. That's good, that's good, that's good. Those look good. That looks good, good. Just spread this out down just a little bit there. That one's good. Some of it's kind of going to where the stem is. I feel like I've got something. Oh, there was a bug on my head. Oh, I hate bugs. Yee. Shoosh. I know y'all probably laughing at me, but that's all right. You go right ahead, because I laugh at me too. I don't mind one bit, but I hate bugs. Okay. Now, I got a little color in those that look like they hadn't completely filled up. There we go. All right. Now we're going to throw this in there and finish curing it. I've got those. I'm going to put it on 5 minutes just because I hope I don't break any of them loose. And I got top and bottom is on. Yes. Okay. These are done and ready to be poured. I think we're done with the green. Now let's find the red. Red. Okie dokie. And then we'll find some mica powders. that we can pour behind these, or paste. Paste would be pretty too. So we'll find something. All right, now this red one, we're going to see if we can get these to fill up. This one kind of looks like the purple one we did. Sort of. No, they're all different. Well, that's good. I think you're supposed to hang them from the bottom. But I didn't see anything to hang these on, so I guess you have to drill holes maybe? I mean, I don't know how else you would do it if you didn't drill a hole. So get up here, this little space. There we go. Coloring all of it, and as I'm doing this, I'm trying to poke around on the sides to make sure I don't have any bubbles up under there. Okay. Now, since we have a tail that's got different spots, I'm going to do this one. So I don't want to do the whole body. And we got that one. I see a bubble. So we're going to pop that sucker. And then we're going to get that last one down there. Let's see if we can get that to... There we go. Now, oh, we could do the beaks. I do have an orange. Each one of these can have an orange beak. Now, I know there's an orange in here. There just wasn't a yellow. See? Orange. Heck yeah. I knew it would come in handy. Come on. Probably should have left it drain too. Wasn't thinking I'd be using the orange. Get that down in there. So we want it to drain all the way down there to that bottom. I don't know if I can squeeze it in there or not. Will it go? Will it drain down in there if I do that without giving me bubbles? I don't want bubbles on the front of it. It's what I don't want. Okay, then we'll just have to... Oh, this one, his isn't separated. Okay. So we're going to have to kind of just stop where we want to on this one. He doesn't need it all the way. Come on, orange. You know you want to come out of that bottle. Sometimes squeezing these things can be hard. Okay. I think I've got it. Alright, those are good. Now, see if I can get this down in there. If I leave it for a second, it'll flow right down in there, but there could be bubbles under it. We're getting there. Just spreading it out. Okay, I think that one is good as well. Okay. Now, this says it's done. It's been 5 minutes. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to hold it. Do we miss anything that looks like a leaf? Yes, I did. So, we're going to work on the one that I see that I missed. There's a couple of spots that need fixed, and these are going to go in here and get cured up. And I know that red one needs to cure because we haven't done him yet. So, all right, where's my greens? Where's that green that I seen was missing a spot? Right there. It's missing a little bit right there. And then there's one that needs the other green. Right here. There we go. Now the rest is going to get brown. So I know that kind of looks like it could use a little dot there. Otherwise, I think we're good. Alright guys, we're going to let all this cure. Put that on 2 minutes. I'll cure the other side as well. I'm going to go ahead and mix up some resin. And we'll get some colors. And I'll see you back in just a moment. Alrighty guys, so I mixed up 6 ounces of resin. Because I don't think those little birds are going to take much. So, for the little birds, we're going to get 3 small cups. I'm going to try to remember. The blue, I'm not going to need that much either. The brown, we're going to need quite a bit. But we're going to try to mix my colors up before I put in my resin. Alright, the colors I chose. For my red one, Yamagata red. Yamagata red from Eyecandy. This is the prettiest red. So, we're not going to need a lot. Just going to do that much. I'll spritz of alcohol down in here. And get this to mix. They're pretty. It's gorgeous. Okay. For the purple, Kanpanyura. I don't even know if I've opened this. Oh, I have. Good deal. Woohoo. It just looked like a pretty purple that would match that little bird. So we're going to do the same thing, just a little tiny bit there. And I do have a 10% off discount on Eyecandy. And we are using the regular epoxy from Craftor today, which you can get a 20% off discount code for any Craftor product. That includes the Pearlescent UV resins, the regular. Isn't that pretty? Okay. Now for the blue, we're going to use Fallen Empire by Pores. I think this is more like a blue-green. But I just didn't look very hard for blues. But this one just was so pretty. I was like, yeah, blue-green on a blue will look pretty. Well, closed off my alcohol. Okay. Swish, 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 swish. Get that one mix. Perfect. They're pretty. Okay. Now for my blue to go around this top edge, I have Pixie Wing by Pores. We'll try it. Alrighty. Get a little alcohol in there. Now I'm going to need a little more resin for this one, I think, than I will for a bird. Probably not much, but I will need some. Come on. Get it to mix. Good deal. Now the brown I'm going to mix in the cup. And it is just the Coffee by Changtakji. Alright, let's see. These are for the birds. This is for the sky. How much do I think and I only mixed up 6 ounces. I'm hoping that's enough, but I don't know. We'll see. I think probably a half an ounce for these little birds is going to be plenty. Okay. Now for the sky, we're going to need a little bit more. Okay. What's that leave us for my brown? Let's scrape the side here where I can get a more accurate read. 4 ounces. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. All right, let's mix these colors. Yamagata red, which is just stunning. I think that is such a pretty red. Get that mixed up good there. Don't have to worry about speckles because my mica powder's mixed in alcohol first. Because I actually remembered for once. Okay. And this is our purple Kanpanyura. Very pretty. I'm going to put all this in the vacuum chamber, guys. I don't want bubbles. Okay. There we go. Pollen Empire by Donka Pores. Our bluebird. Kind of reminds me of a peacock color or an ocean blue color. Very, very pretty. Okay. Now since this is blue and that's blue, I don't think that little bit will make a difference, so I'm not cleaning this stick off. I'm being lazy. Get that one mixed up. Okay. I think that's good for that. Now let's get our brown. Okay. There's those. Get those out of my way. And our coffee brown. Let me wipe my little shovel off here so I can put in some of this. I think that'll be plenty. I poured it right down my spatula. Now this one I do have to worry about it being speckled because I didn't mix the mica powder up and then put the resin in. So we do have to make sure that it's mixed up very, very well. Just scrape the sides here. Okay, now I'm going to scrape my spatula and try to get all that color. I about dropped my cup. All right. Trying to get all that mica powder off that spatula so it doesn't leave it that way. Okay. Hopefully we are mixed. Fingers crossed. And your toes. Just in case. Alrighty. I think we're good. Wipe this off. I'll have to clean it off with some alcohol. And then wipe it down with a mold release spray. Alrighty. The colors out of the way. I'm going to put all of these in the vacuum chamber. All those have alcohol already. And we'll be back to pour in just a moment. Alright guys, got everything done. Now let's spritz some alcohol before I try to put anything in any of this, just so I can keep from getting bubbles. I'm going to start with this brown. I just have a feeling I'm going to need more resin. But this brown's going to have to cover over every bit of these leaves. And it's going to have to go in all these little areas. You can see I just spilled it. See if I can get it up in some of these upper ones without having it go everywhere. Okay. There we go. Now the bottom, I do want all this filled up with brown as well. And then we're going to do the blue. So I want the blue to be right up around through here if I can hold it. Now if I don't have enough to fill this all the way up, that's okay. I don't mind, because we can put another color on the main back. Okay. Now let's hit it with brown again. See if we can get that tree to fill up some more. And I'm going to do some more blue. There we go. Got to do more brown. I think we're going to have enough to cover the whole thing. If I can just get it to spread out. See if I can get it to come over here a little bit. Trying to do the brown first because it's the most in the cup. Don't want it to overflow. There we go. Just about. I need some brown right in this one. It doesn't have any color. Just let it push that color out. And let it kind of settle on its own. I do need the brown to kind of be here though. I'm going to be scraping this here in a minute. Just because of where I've overflowed it. Alright, let's fill up some birds. My alcohol is dried. Hopefully I've mixed up enough red to completely fill up the bird. I think I have. I might have a little extra. It's got to go down over the beak though. Okay. Let that one kind of settle out. Let's do the blue one. I hope you guys can see that little blue one. Can you see him? Now you can. And just fill him up. Okay, let that one kind of roll out on its own. I covered over the hole, so I may end up having to take some of that one out. I know I missed the bird a whole lot, didn't I? It's all right. Hopefully it'll go down in that beak. Go down in the tail. All right. Yeah, we'll have to drill that hole back out, I'm sure. This one can use just a little bit more. There we go. All right. We need some more brown. Let that kind of level out again. Pour a little down here at the bottom. It needs to level out through the branches. That's what it needs to do. Get the blue. I think I'm going to scrape the blue one now. So we're about done with the blue. Okay. I think this will be pretty, I hope. All right. Scrape this all out. Blue is done. Good deal. Just going to see if we can get a little more of this brown in here. Just kind of let it settle out. Purple looks good. Blue's good. Red's good. All right, where's that? We're going to pour this blue right down in here. You know what? I could pour some of this right up through here. I think that would look pretty, don't you? Mix those two blues. Kind of have the bird to come together. You may not even see it. There we go. Now what's left we'll put down in here. And this is this little butterfly. And he's got blues, but he's going to end up with some purple and red here in just a second as well. How in the world did I get color on my arm? Do y'all see that? When I say I'm klutzy, that's alcohol ink. Is that what that is? It's not resin. Well, maybe it was the mica powder. I don't know. Okay. You know what? I think we're good on that. I don't think he needs any more. We're just going to spritz it. Let it cure up. I think that's good. All right, let's do purple next. Because there's not much. And you probably won't even see the purple. It'll probably get lost. Oh, I don't know. We might be able to fill it up with the purple. Maybe it doesn't need much at all. Yeah, we're good. That one is completely full. Well, it's not like completely full, but what I'm tempted to do is just take out a little bit of this blue so that I can try to find that little hole piece there and have it uncovered. But it looks like it just keeps covering back over. I think that'll be a little better. We'll just finish the blue there. There we go. Now this blue, just going to drop right there. It had a little drop of purple, but it'll be all right. You'll never see it. All right, now our little bit of red. What we're going to do is we're going to get these little earrings here, because I think we have enough to fill these up with this red. So let's wipe this off so we don't get that other color. Oh, I've got brown there too, don't I? We'll need to put brown in something. But we're gonna, I think this is a really pretty red. And I think for these earrings it would be gorgeous. Okay, now do the other one. I think we need another little drop or two in this one. Just to barely dome it is all I want. Because if I can barely dome it, then I don't have to trim it. Almost. Get eye level and you can tell when you're doming something. It'll look domed if you're looking at it straight on, but then you get eye level and it's not even up to the top of the mold. That's how it always works. One more drop. Okay, now he's domed. So we're just going to pour the rest of this red in with the brown here. And we're going to see how much brown we got and do something with it. All right. So let's scrape down the sides on this and see what we got. I don't think much, maybe an ounce. I don't even think that. Not a whole lot, is it? All right, what do we want? I really hate making that butterfly. Let's do some pieces here. We can, right? Maybe we'll finish filling it up. I don't want them to all be brown, though. I want one to be brown. We'll add color and change it. Just letting it slowly pour in there. level itself out. We're almost to be able to demold another section of these. I need to start making some bottom pieces to go with them. Just about, just about. Okay, let that separate itself out. Okay, we need a couple little drops in there. Just want to try to dome it if I can. Just a little bit. Keeps it from being so sharp. Okay, now, let's see. I don't know how this is going to work, but we're going to try it. We're going to put some sweet cherry down in here. Alcohol ink. And then we're going to dump that red on it. It's got to make it look different, right? I mean, it's kind of a brown red anyways. They've got to kind of combine, I would think. I mean, I could be wrong, but almost getting there. Let's go back over to this side. I've got plenty of resin to fill this up, this piece up. I was going to say section and changed my word in the middle of it. Could you tell? I'm bad for that. Be thinking of two different words I want to use and kind of combine them. Yeah, that's going to be completely different. That's awesome. Okay. Now, I don't think I have enough to do the last one. So, we're going to do the same thing and try the same color down in this little butterfly, and I'm going to spritz a thing of alcohol right down in there with that because it's bad to get bubbles. And it's a resin ink, so it really doesn't have that much alcohol in it, so it's not going to hurt anything. But let's see if we can prevent bubbles by doing that. Okay, we got to scrape this cup. This is a good thick little mold, so you don't really have to have a lot of resin to fill it completely up. You can leave it halfway. Make it a little magnet. That's what I plan on doing with it. It's just turn it into a little magnet. You could put a pin on the back if you wanted. Oh my gosh. I am the most Butterfingers person there ever was. Okay. Just going to do one little last scrape. And then I got to clean this container. Scrape around the lip. And there we go. Last drop. All right, I'm going to clean that up. That's about half full. You can move it around as well, too, and squeeze it and try to get bubbles to come out if you can. And I just took the alcohol out. All right, guys, that is it. That is long enough. We're going to let all this cure up. We'll come back when it's ready and demold it and see what it looks like. So I'll see you guys then. All right, guys, everything is cured up. Still a little bendy because I let my room get cold. We still got one more piece in this before that's full, so we're going to move that out of the way. This didn't fill up maybe halfway, so we're going to push it on and let it fill up again on another video. So let's get our earrings. Like I said, everything's very, very bendy. Okay, I think those will look really pretty when we color those up. They should be the only thing we're going to have to fix. Okay, now our butterfly. This is always hard to get out. It's from mica resin. It comes in a little, I think you can get the butterfly by itself, or you can get the whole little jar. I hate the jar. I would have just bought the butterfly. But yeah, I wouldn't waste my time with that little jar. It's horrible. All right, let's get some gloves on. Because I've got to go digging around. Where's my box? In that. Well, I know I've got a box back here. Okay. That butterfly is so hard to get out. I hate this mold. It's pretty, it's cute, but I absolutely hate it. Now I do have to remember, I've got polyurethane on the bottom, right? And then I've got the epoxy. Okay. Like I said, this sucker is so difficult. You can't get a hold of it. It's not very stretchy. And if you can get a hold of those wings and get a wing out, then you can get the whole butterfly out. I don't want to rip the wing off. There we go. I think we about got it. Ooh, that's pretty. I really like it. Got some of the purple, some of the teal, and the light blue. Very pretty. And you got a little bit of the black as well. Okay. That was a workout. Let's see if we can get our little birds. I better tape these before I pull them out as well. Just in case there's any little bits of resin on those corners that need to come off. I don't see it peeling anything off, but just in case. Okay, and let's do the purple one. The beaks are where it kind of looks like there might be a little overage, and I think it's too thick for the tape to pull off, so we'll have to let them completely cure and then trim them up. Now these we used the UV and then the epoxy on top of it. Well, that's cute. See how we're going to have to clean it up, and we'll paint that eye. We might paint the line and around the little UV areas as well. There goes the red one. Oh, that's really pretty. Now his beak was separated. That's why his looks so much better. Because this one, the beak wasn't separated. We'll have to let it all completely cure up before we can put this together. Okay, missed a little spot in the beak there with the orange. He definitely needs a cleanup. And we'll do him the same way, just paint everything up. I don't see a single bubble. And then they'll hang from this, which I do have to get some pieces off because I know that I see some little places where I drip dropped and probably should have did this before I started the video, huh? That one's going to have to trim. It's too much. Some of it is more than just bubbles and they're connected, and I'll have to trim them off when after it's demolded. We can get off what we can now. Okay. A lot of it is connected. The bottom actually looks good. Just the top up here. There's some of these little areas. And like I said, they're all connected and they won't come off, and those are UV. And alright. Well, that one came. That one did. Some of them are. That one did. Wonder if maybe just I'm not putting enough pressure and getting it stuck to the tape well enough. No, those aren't. Yeah, that one's not going to. The UV spots don't want to. The rest of them did, though. Alright. There's a little brown piece, and I got that one. Okay. I think the rest are just UV spots. That one should come off. Wonder if I can scrape them and then, well, there we go. Get them with my nail and then kind of pick it up with the tape. I think that works. That one's not going to. Yeah, I got him. They're stuck to the resin, so you have to break them off first, then pick them up. I just feel like it's going to be easier to get them off now when I can get a hold of them instead of after I demold, because then it's going to be right down in those little creases, and it's going to be very difficult to get out. Now those will have to be trimmed. They're connected too much. Okay. I think we're good. That one. Let's see. Can it? Yeah, there we go. Okay. Alright, I think we've got what we can get. Now let's see. Oh, all my brown went right around where my blue. It just pushed the blue away and went right under it. Oh well. We can't have it all how we want it, right? I got spots of blue. Yeah. Not my favorite. So I wanted all that to be blue, not brown. The leaves kind of look more blue than green to me. But we'll finish it up. Maybe I'll paint that blue or something. Alrighty, guys. Once this is completely cured, then we will, once it's completely cured, we'll come back. I'll put it on time lapse. I'll finish everything up, put it all together, and then we will come back for the reveal. So I'll see you guys then.
Clock on the wall, hands stained with teal and gold. Name tags on plastic drawers, stories in every mold. You laugh and say just one more coat while the day slips out the door. Little swirls of color float all across the floor. Working hard in Linda's resin room, every small mistake finds a place to bloom. Acrylic dreams in a silver groove, she turns out rough edges smooth, putting shine on the broken parts, making tiny galaxies of glass and heart. Yeah, Linda works her quiet magic till every piece glows in the dark. Paint pen squeaks on a half-cured ocean wave. You dot bright stars on a keychain sky you made. You tilt your head, catch the light, check each corner, every side. Glitter dust on your shirt like you're smuggling starlight outside. Working hard in Linda's resin room, every small mistake finds a place to bloom. Acrylic dreams in a silver groove, she turns out rough edges smooth, putting shine on the broken parts, making tiny galaxies of glass and heart. Yeah.
Alright guys, so I got everything done. I demolded the butterfly because I filled it up with some other resin on another video. Just glued a little magnet on the back and didn't do anything to the front because I like how that turned out. I think that's very pretty. Finished the earrings, put some white on those, cleaned them up, topped them off with some UV resin, and that's all I done to the earrings. Put their little pieces on there. And then this, I painted the blue around it. I did seal this, and I painted up the little birds, and then just attached them with a string. So that way you can hang it up. But anyways, that is that, guys. So snap some photos, hang them at the end, and I'll see you guys back for the next video. So bye for now.
In Linda's resin